So, Miss Lane here. So I guess I'm not done for the day. I still have some things that I want to say. Yeah, so let's just chop it up. So I am a professional barber. For those that don't know, I've been a professional barber for 20 years now. Started my career in 2003, and I look at the state of the industry in the craft today, um, and I'm happy with it. You know what I mean? I'm excited with it overall. I love to see so many barbers being pursuant, uh, in the way that they are. There's a lot of art, a lot of creativity, a lot of innovation, a lot of dedication that's taken place over the last 20 years, man, to bring us to the thriving industry that we have today. And so I just want to salute, on this Saturday, which is one of our prized days in this profession. And so much that goes into a Saturday, as a professional barber. Easily, most times, the busiest day of any shop out there. You know what I'm saying? And always has been. I think back to the times where shops wasn't even open on Sunday and Monday. You know, it was just a Tuesday through Saturday thing for a lot of places, man. Y'all can tell me if y'all remember that or not. That maybe it wasn't like that in y'all city or states, but I know here in Portland, um, Saturday and Sunday shops was closed. Barbers went to church on Sundays and rested on Mondays. You know what I mean? And came back and got back at it. But these days, shops is 7 days a week. My shop 7 days a week. You know, um, because everybody has different live styles, right? Everybody has different days that are better for them. And also, as a shop owner, you start to think about it like, hey, I'm paying this lease, what I'm saying, for 365 days. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna have this door open 365 days. But nonetheless, like I said, I am extremely proud of where the craft is today. Just like anything, any profession that's out there, any craft, any art form that's out there, there's some things individually that I don't ride with. You know what I mean? But um, when it comes down to it, it's to each its own. It's an art form. I come from an era of what I like to call more traditional barbering. That doesn't involve a lot of the things that barbers are doing today. I feel like a lot of the young barbers that come into the game, they take notice of the different artistry that barbers are applying to haircuts and haircut services today, and they take it as this is I have to be able to do this in order to be tight. I got to be able to do this. You know what I'm saying? And in order to be a sought after barber, I have to do this. And I just want to submit that when it comes down to it, authenticity, originality, and just your genuineness towards the craft, your genuine and the craft really resides in service. It resides in service. And one would tell you that I'm providing a service. If a client wants this, then I'm going to give it to them, right? And that's all good and dandy. But when it comes down to it, a lot of the things, these added artistry maneuvers, right? A client didn't come in and ask for that before it was done on them. You know what I mean? It was something most likely that was done on them, and someone said, "Let me try this on you. Let me try this on you," right? Um, and that became the norm for a lot of places and a lot of people. And again, it is what it is. Um, but I'm going to speak on it because just the generation that's coming in. Being that I am a educator, I am a school owner and a shop owner. I see the beginnings of young barbers and what they, anticipate this craft to be like. And I just think it's important to give them a full picture of what's necessary as a professional barber to be great. Doesn't have to include all the extras. It just doesn't. So I think it's important, to put that out there, especially, you know, in a day and age where um, social media is so prevalent. You know what I'm saying? And things are being seen so quickly, and things are being seen so repetitively. I just think it's important for aspiring barbers to understand that, look, man, um, you can be great and you can achieve all the things that you desire to achieve, not only in this craft but in life, without the extras per se. But the extras are great. The extras earn. You feel me? The extras earn. Um, the traditional earn, right? And so I just think it's always necessary for somebody to come out and say, look, it's not mandatory or necessary on all fronts, you know. But if that's what you take to, more power to you. And that's no slight to those that desire to make that their thing. Um, but as a barber that's come up in this game, I understand what truly matters is the service, man, and how we care about the people that we serve, um, and not just the act of what we're doing, um, or how we're even doing it, for that matter, but is the well-being of our clients at the forefront of us being a professional barber, right? Um, so the looking good part, that's they're sitting in the chair, they want to look as good as possible. But that can't be the only, objective as a professional barber, is to make someone look good, right? You never want to make somebody look good at the consequence of them feeling bad in the future. And there's just so many things that people go about the wrong way. They go about it without being educated properly. And I think that's one of the biggest pieces that bothers me for the aspiring barber, is that they see all these different things that are being done, but they're not properly educated on what could happen to your client if these things are done improperly, right? And so, again, in the position that I'm in as a educator, those are the things that in today's state of barbering, again, while I'm grateful for where we are as a profession and a craft, and as a business as well, I do think it's important for the upcoming generation to understand, if you are going to apply extras, you need to very much know how to apply the fundamentals, and understand, if you're not applying the extras correctly, what could be the consequences of that. And so, yeah, man, I was going to take a few minutes out for that, but I shout out and take my hat off to all those out there that have been innovative, been creative, and carved out new lanes for people in this craft. I just it's like when you have like the Bible say, you know what I'm saying? When you don't feed a baby steak. You know what I mean? You got to give them milk. You got to give them something they can digest. And I just think oftentimes the young aspiring barber oftentimes are biting off more than they can chew. Um, they are trying to dribble between the legs before they even learn how to dribble with their offhand. You know what I mean? They ain't even dribbling with their head up, and they already trying to go behind the back and throw no look passes. And I think we all know what happens in those cases. You end up turning the ball over. You know what I'm saying? Making yourself look silly. Dribbling the ball off your knee, off your foot. You know how that goes. So fundamentally sound, man, is what got us here as a craft. Innovation as well, but proper education, right, is what really leads us into the future, right? So With that being said, man, I think that's what was on my chest to get off today. And man, I hope to uh, continue to educate and inspire, um, this next generation of barbers in a way that is not only beneficial to us, as a craft, but beneficial to the community that we serve as well. So, with that being said, Mr. Lang signing off. I'll see y'all sooner than later. Peace.